everyone, and welcome to today's stream. So you may have noticed in the title that it says part 20 cutscenes plus part 21. That is because, unfortunately, I lost the footage for part 20. So we are going to quickly run through the cutscenes that were done in that part via my main character, and then we are going to switch over to my stream character to play the game. So let's play the first cutscene that we saw in that.
My friends, I am in your debt.
Think nothing of it. Your wounds are healing well, I trust.
Some wounds do not heal.
And now for part 2 of that cutscene.
The founding. The scriptures, 1,000 years of lies, all to deceive the common man.
And while these go on, I'm gonna be eating my lunch some.
Nay, our own brothers and sisters. For the blood of the Knights 12 flows within all our veins. You knew this to be true. You knew, and you concealed it.
I should be interested to hear how you came by this knowledge. But yes, you have the right of it. The architects of Ishgard, King Thordan and his Knights 12, entrapped and butchered the great worm, Ratatosker, that they might partake of her eyes and thereby transcend their mortal limits. Upon learning of their treachery, Nidhogg was consumed with a murderous and justified rage. I dare say you know what followed.
The great worm slew the king and half of his knights.
But Nidhogg was subdued, and his eyes plucked from their sockets by the knights that remained. Their one mistake was to show mercy, for from his brother Hreisvelger did Nidhogg receive a new eye, thus rejuvenating his form and empowering him to embark upon an eternal quest for vengeance.
Whilst Thordan's son Haldreth took one of Nidhogg's eyes and learned to wield its power in defense of his people.
Thus was the first Azure Dragoon born, and ever since that time, his honored successors have risen to drive Nidhogg from our lands whenever the worm has returned to plague us.
You know there's hot water in there.
Next part.
Hot ramen.
I ask you, my son, will you answer for my sins? Will your son and his son answer for me as well?
What do you mean?
If a man cannot atone for his sins in
sorry.
the course of his all too fleeting life, must his progeny then be held to account? Must every subsequent generation be judged as well? Thorin's betrayal of Ratatoska was an unconscionable, unforgivable sin. Should we then, as his descendants, meekly surrender ourselves to an eternity of punishment? Nay, say I. I would not see our children sacrificed in a vain attempt to appease an implacable foe. Dragons are not like us, my son. To they who live forever, the wrongs of antiquity are as those of yesterday. No reparations shall ever suffice. This fact alone should serve as ample justification for our actions. Yet some refuse to see it as such. The men like...
This is your solution. This is how you protect our people. You have given us a lost cause, a death sentence. With your compelling narrative, you but doom our countrymen to give their lives for a lie.
And they do so gladly. Highborn and lowborn alike are proud to serve, to fight and die for their country. And what would you say to them? What would you tell the wives who have lost their husbands? The mothers who have lost their sons? That their loved ones died for naught? Over the course of 1,000 years, countless men have donned these robes, and every one of them came to accept the necessity of this solution. Once, I hoped you might come to accept it as well.
What's it? Oh.
Do not despair, my son. Soon I shall free us from the sins of antiquity, and bring about the change you so fervently desire. If he has spoken with others, I would have their names. Escort him to a cell and question him thoroughly.
Your Eminence.
Can you do anything with my computer that you can on yours?
And
I
the
do a lot
next
of the
scene,
same things.
Oh, you can?
Probably. There's like a few apps I probably couldn't use on.
What?
Probably might be a few apps or stuff I couldn't use on that I can use on yours.
But you can do anything
You saw
on-
something, did you
right?
not? A vision of the
Mostly, yeah.
past.
Mostly, what do you mean mostly?
Like
So this is the
email,
power of the echo. Would that it had shown you a finer
mostly
moment from my
email
past.
stuff, you know.
'Twas an exercise in futility, as you saw. Faced with the firmity of his conviction and his many ready rejoinders, my words deserted me. To be frank, I am embarrassed to record it.
A friend once impressed upon me the importance of differentiating between words, deeds, and beliefs. Were he here, I suspect he would judge your father's conviction to be no more than rank, self-serving delusion. Even so, I cannot help but wonder what manner of change he intends to bring about.
I have given some thought to that as well. During the battle within the vault, the Heaven's Ward demonstrated strange and unnatural abilities.
Aye, the manner in which Sir Zephyrin struck down Lord Horsham was unlike anything I've ever seen before.
The spectacle called to mind King Thordan and his Knights 12 as they are depicted in scripture, holy powers and all.
Mere fabrications, which have become objects of faith, instilled with the belief of countless devoted souls. 7 hells!
If Lady Iceheart can use her own body as a vessel for summoning, I see no reason why others could not.
Went to murder the king.
Are the Heavens' Ward
Don't walk
truly
her.
so reckless?
That's
Unbelievable.
How's that costume, Michael, all together? That must have been like
As they fled, my father spoke of Azizlar.
Wow.
Though I know not what he intends, I fear no good shall come of it. His ambitions are too great, and his minions too powerful.
Because without cheese, the hamburger tastes like.
We must find the Heavens Ward and stop my father before it is too late.
Look, Gary. These three moms look on TV. Good.
We won't watch Sonic first one. I want to watch the Sonic one.
Sonic the Hedgehog? First one?
How do I do it?
You have to have Michael make it.
You want to do it, Michael? The Sonic, the
Yeah, unfortunately, all the cutscenes.
Didn't get through Prime or what? Here.
From part 20 were lost because I lost all the footage. The Dastardly Duo, what mischief have you two been up to lately? You haven't heard, have you? I hardly know where to start. Hold on, let me check something. Make sure you guys can hear me on my stream. Yeah, you can, okay. Okay. He was a good man. Sid, have you ever heard of Azizlar? The Archbishop spoke of it before he fled. No, but it's possibly some source of phenomenal cosmic power that's key to his plan. From what he told you, he told Lily, the Archons tried to... The Asians tried to tempt him as they tempted Gaius with the ultimate weapon. Even he spoke true about playing along. I can see him attempting to seize it. If we need another reason to pursue him. Well, I'm convinced the Enterprise is at your disposal. Come to the airship landing when you are ready to depart. It's just as well. After pulling you out of the fire these last few times, I reckoned I was due to deliver you into it. Next cutscene. There's only one cutscene for that. Into the Blue.
To the northern reaches of the Sea of Clouds, where countless isles yet remain uncharted. In search of a mysterious land known as Azizlar, and the unmasked villain who sought to claim its secrets.
You know the farmer voice for that, actually, I believe.
Oh, one more year, I'm gonna give you a salad.
That's the farmer's chopped cob salad?
Yeah, I'm gonna give them after.
Look like it.
Oblivious to the new
No, dude, it's
threat
south.
which
How's he supposed to
followed
turn
in
it
their
down?
wake,
He gonna blow
they
flames.
came.
So which one did you, so which one did you go to? The one on, Roy Rogers, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other one's over there by where you went to.
And there's no other cutscenes for that quest.
Ooh, Spider-Man, let's watch that. This is kind of happy. Right now, the one on top.
Gary's looking right now. Let's see if we can find something we can
Like
Watch
these
that.
guides
Watch this.
leaves to rest and come to lay down your burdens. Netherlings. Lone Vanu throws
Is it
wide
PG-13?
arms in greeting. Behold, Oak Vanu. Zandu.
If it's PG-13, that's fine, but if it's R, then
Wait, go back.
A far warmer welcome than
yeah, you can watch it.
the ones we received.
That's our rule.
You received from the Vandu. I think.
When he does this to his face, he's like,
Huh. Vandu, bluster, and glow, hither and yon, sound and fury, like aimless gale.
Is what's the name here?
Yeah. What unseen lightning
I didn't
bring
see him. Or is he on the other
gets
side?
such thunderous report?
Happy man.
There you are. Did you see it?
He's in my bicycle.
It's that damn flying whale again. The Imperials are after.
I'm making fun of Adam Sandler.
Where?
He's making fun of him, you know.
The white?
That's from Lord of the Rings. That's Gollum.
He's wounded.
Gollum. 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 Yeah. Oh, no. You got twisted by the ring. Yep.
By the 12, did the beast
Oh, he hates that.
just to eat an island? O insatiable white, O devourer of worlds, why must you torment us?
No, Gollum refers to the ring as his pet. He doesn't.
O Vanu wastes
Oh, yeah, he does
no more
refer to it
time
as Frodo as
on
command.
his unfathomable deeds.
Yeah.
Come,
He did deceive a
Netherlands,
little bit,
come
too.
break forth with chiefs of Vanu.
The Gollum got killed by because he tried to get the one ring back from Frodo. He bit his finger off, and he ended up falling into the river of Mount Doom and ended up burning himself alive
And next cutscene of that quest, next and last.
and becoming a.
I'll jump that.
No, Matthew, I got it.
Yeah, all you have to do is flip it in there and I'll
Okay, we'll put it down.
Netherlings deliver on Vanu from clans of steels,
Well, I need to tell Natalie that
Latvians,
Steve's
and
mom's
proof.
not feeling good. She can't do it.
Ably, he knows not to ignore his
It
effort
happened
wins.
when
Bring
the
before you recall haste.
She does. She's
when
good.
she
She's
was
sick.
feeling good and sick.
She's
Stop
fine Monday, but
rains.
then I guess she being in the same
Hearts.
house and all that, she eventually
Sunshine.
ended up catching it. She has it.
And she don't want to catch that because
Chief
she might have a virus
Son.
going.
What?
She already got
She
it.
already got it.
Downlist.
Yeah, she got it from her son in
We are honored to meet you,
okay. I think
Chief Sanu.
that's everything. Okay.
I am of no love here. These are my companions, Lily Brad Rhodes and Sid Garland. We are come in search of an airship, a flying vessel of the Netherlands, which
No, that's
we
make fun of
believe
Adam Sandler.
is somewhere in
They make
this
fun of him on
Cloud
Family
Sea.
Guy. It's like going to like Adam Sandler film, and
Like,
they have him where he's like, eating my bicycle.
like the black steel contraption from which
No, I
You
didn't.
save Lord Venu?
No.
Alas, no. That ship belongs to the Garleans,
No.
an old enemy of ours, though not the enemy we are looking for at present. The men we seek wear armor of purest white and are led by an older man in white robes. Wait, what can you hear tell these gatherings? You do? Are you certain? As sun rises and falls and returns, we are the two scouts can testify to words of Vanu. Aye, winds carry purest of netherlings to our ears as well. We'll seek the key to our patrol. Now we're getting somewhere. Tell us, Chief Sanu, what exactly is this abattoir?
Sorry, Jerry. I'm just kind of wiping off the table with it.
Beware netherlings, for blackest clouds pretend great danger. Look not into the heart of tempest. There lies ancient birthplace of sin, home of forbidden secrets.
No.
To speak or is to call the wind.
It's called Swiffer.
I don't see any need to use the
But the
Swiffer right
white
now. It looks pretty clean under my table.
Devours the island where he is kept, deep within bowels of mighty Bismarck. It lies beyond reach of fully beyond ours.
Want to leave that out for so you can use it?
Rejoice not in his gluttony, own Vanu, for as stone gives way to water and wind, all yields to the light.
I know what time this is. It's, I know it is. It's like.
He is known madness of can do bodies bodes ill for Vanu. Okay, next cutscenes.
Hey Jerry, did you hear that?
Yeah?
Because I'm all the way on Matoya's Cave in my stream character.
That's so mean. I remember that song.
7 parts to this cutscene. Play part 1.
I remember that song. That was you, Jerry. You was fool. I know. I fucked up like on yours. I was thinking of tablet.
So basically, that quest has us learn how to skyfish, and there in lure out Bismarck.
I took a cold thing when they go over there, sitting around and blow it up. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not tonight.
And we defeat Bismarck, and he disappears. These appear to be very short cutscenes.
The juice. Okay.
Oh, that's an alternate cutscene for when we get defeated in duty. There's the cutscene we want.
That we couldn't watch, though. That we couldn't watch. That's R-rated, yeah. Yep. You can do it, Nikki. You can do it, Nikki. You can do it. Oh, no.
Good thing these cutscenes are very short.
Oh, that's because you got a friend.
Frank. It has ABCD on my tablet. Yeah. And you tap, you can type in Michael Jackson.
Yeah, just tell me to help you.
What?
Like, ask Maria to help you.
It will pop up Michael Jackson, and he'll do dance.
Yes, you can watch the video.
What?
And next cutscene?
You can watch the video on tablet, right?
Yep.
You're not learning, are you?
No, I'm not ready to be.
No, I'm not on my tablet.
Yeah. Biden administration declares monkeypox public health emergency.
Well, you know what?
You know what that means? We're gonna close
So
up in
falls
about-
the Lord of Mists, as did
I
all
doubt
others
it.
before him.
You know why, don't you? Because monkeypox, well, get it.
Need to click for this.
Only if
How
you're,
many times does
only
this make? Warrior of light.
They said that
How much have you grown?
true.
Far
they're
beyond
just
the
more
limits
with
of
because they
Yes, because they're.
maybe because of what they do.
Right.
But
Well,
She
that's
has
what.
what we seek.
Well, that's what I always said. Well, that's what I always felt like AIDS was. You know, they always called it the gay disease.
but it wasn't. It turned out
That
to be
she
the
does. The key to
Well,
Aziz's
no.
love.
Well, I don't have to worry
and
about
the
getting. You know, I
secret
can stay the hell away from you. I stay 6 my 6 feet away. And I usually don't like going out in public parties. Like, oh wait, don't touch me. Oh no, you know, you only got multiple
every
cases.
day the
Fucking
blessing
California.
of light.
Up in San Francisco area, so what does
Albeit
that
a
tell you?
fraction of its finest strength.
Whoa. Whoa. I mean, here in California.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm eating macaroni.
And they also said it's also there in Palm Springs too. Down in the lower desert, you know, in Palm Springs. I'm not trying to say it's that, but it's just like yeah. Honestly, I don't need to get no monkeypox vaccine.
My thanks to you,
You already got
Asian.
the you already got the free
Thanks to
jab
you
for,
as well, warrior of light, for saving us the effort of slaying
You got
Bismarck.
two, didn't you? You got all 3 jabs? Two? I got my last one was back in February. Got it. You know they required us to have the 3rd jab.
Now that the key is within our grasp, the
Oh, they only got it
path
for
to the
older
heavens
people right
shall
now.
at last be laid bare.
Oh, that's right. Oh, you need to tell.
I didn't do it.
Well, you barked something. I didn't do it. You have no way to prove. What's his favorite thing? Barked something. You said I didn't do it, and you have no way of proving it or something.
That lady reminds me of my grandma.
By our deeds shall the wrongs of antiquity be lighted, and man reclaim the reins of history.
Like a adult, like a jackass. Patty Madison production. You know, like, that doesn't, if that doesn't scream Adam Sandler, then I don't know what it is.
It is largely spreading among men
Last cutscene of this quest.
who have sexual men, as well as transgender, non-binary people. Though health officials warn anyone from committed through direct contact with infected sores, scabs, a lot of people with sexual or any kind of bedding.
Well, that's true.
You know that person. Right.
Hey, it's that guy Pastor from, what was that show? He was the UPS driver.
UPS driver?
He was the UPS driver on King of Queens. What's his name?
And defensive opposition.
Paul Blart, yeah. Or the Gary Young mall cop. You would be a good fit for that, Gary. You know that, right? You'd be a good mall cop, dude. Right around in one of those segways, you know, be like, get back here, you old kids, yeah, get out of the mall.
Wait, something is amiss.
Did that movie called Forrest Gump? I went to the beach and did look at the picture of my cousin Juan Torres. He used to play that movie Forrest Gump, and you know he's married.
That was Tom Hanks. Oh, he crunched it.
Imperial troops. And they have already secured the area.
Reveal yourselves at once!
Hey, Faye. Hey. Did you bring your laptop and computer? No, not today. Not today? Oh. I don't want it. Yeah.
And there I was expecting more beastmen. Who are you?
I wasn't thinking about that.
I thought Ishgardians responsible for the disappearance of our scouts, but I see now that I was mistaken. Just as Wire observed, the Warrior of Light is wont to appear at the most inopportune times.
The Warrior of Light? She who best defends Veils.
It would seem that the famous hero seeks Azizlar as well. Hardly unexpected. The secrets in the Allagan's power to bind icons to their will could scarcely fail to interest the scions of the Seventh Doom. You know as well as we what will ensue should these insatiable creatures be allowed to roam free. That their very existence threatens the life of this star. Hubert.
Genocide has ever been the Empire's favorite course. And that is why we will continue to oppose your every attempt to claim Eorzea.
You do not hesitate to speak your
I like that part when I.
But every word could be your last. Alas, your sentiments betray the narrowness of your view. The fate of Eorzea and its inhabitants is of little concern next to the fate of the world. It is my solemn charge as Emperor to bring the icons to here. If this requires the extermination of certain elements, then so be it.
my tablet.
No, don't! They are not his thralls!
So it should work. It should work on your tablet.
You typed
you get the fuck.
on my and then Michael Jackson, you can type in Michael Jackson and he'll pop up, right?
Yeah, I'm knowing that. I'm knowing that.
Yeah, but you have to go to YouTube.
Take cover!
YouTube.com. YouTube. And then that's when you type it.
What?
And the videos.
That good.
Why are you getting your head like this?
Here, I just laugh.
Brilliance.
It's
We
gonna
must
look like
withdraw.
this. You see that one?
Yeah.
So it has to look like that. YouTube. You click on it, and you oh, sorry. You click on it and you type in search. Michael Jackson. You type it up. And it pops up.
Oh.
Go to YouTube, right?
We shall meet again.
Should I have it on my tablet?
On that you have my word.
But make sure that Maria types
So Garland too has designs on Azizlar.
Where did you throw it?
Why would the Emperor himself want to lead the expedition?
Throw it in front?
I'm going there, right? You can't go all the way.
More cutscenes for that.
Let's not home get Jordan.
You type in YouTube.
While this cutscene goes on, I am going to go get some water. Where did my water cup go?
Sorry, Brandon.
I didn't think that I would ever have occasion to pilot a suit of Mototech armor again. Least of all
I
in
like
peace.
when they did that rope one.
That's jacked up.
I am
It wasn't here. Remember you took it out of your bag?
I didn't take it.
Yeah, you did. You took it.
With me and a brick and for real.
Now, let's only go to
Michael Jackson YouTube, right?
Yep. They used to have those home runs at the mall.
Probably.
You guys ready to take out the trash?
Yeah, I'm ready to take up.
No.
I'm staying in. I'm going to work. I'm going to work.
No, Matthew, they don't need. No, Matthew, if they don't need your help, then just stay here, okay?
But I don't want to sit around all day. People keep bugging around my problem.
They're not people not bugging you, dude. Look, there's no bugging.
Sit in and watch the rest of it. Can you do that?
I'm gonna put it in here.
Ah! Sorry about that, Brandon. I'll add it. I'll add it next time, okay?
You like David's face?
I'm back. Let's see. I did not think I would ever have occasion to pilot a suit of magic tech armor again, least of all under these circumstances.
No, because we know. We brought you there. No, he was looking in the locker room.
My full name is Lucia Go Junius, and I was born a citizen of Garlemald.
You were playing games yesterday.
Ah, that explains it. When we first met in Ishgard, I very nearly called you Livia.
How old was he when he got it?
Also, Oregon. He's only in the streets.
The tribunus who served under Gaius van Baelsar.
You want?
If
Aye, she was my sister.
No.
We spent little time together. After our parents were killed in an uprising, we were sent to live in different households, setting us in separate paths. Livia felt at home on the battlefield and chose to become a soldier, while I underwent training to become a spy. Then,
Ishgard was...
my mission. It was believed that Alagon relics were in the custodial vault. I was sent to investigate. Though I was given little information at the time, I now suspect they were searching for the key we had recently lost. And then I met Sir Emmerich.
Well, no, you're fine, Gary. I'm just saying, come on, Matthew, you want to try and at least, I don't know, try and have a semblance of at least being acquaintances.
It was his usefulness to my mission which prompted me to approach him. But I soon found myself drawn to him.
Try and do better. Alright. Okay, then.
He too was a prisoner of his past, judged for his heritage as a bastard son of the Archbishop. Yet unlike my sister-in-law, he did not curse his fate. He simply rose above it. In time, I came to realize that I had found a man worth following, and a new home besides.
Yeah, some other time. They got enough people. And I think the thing is, you know what it is because they're going to get Clifford on the other. I think Clifford's on the other side, so they're probably going to go get and help. And he's going to help with the
question your loyalty to Sir Emmerich. It is your loyalty to your sister which concerns me.
I have long been of the opinion that those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future. My sister fought for her convictions and for those she held dear. So do I. So must we all.
Well, I, for one, am happy to welcome a fellow Guardian to our especially one who can make magic take promise.
He was, in his 50s when he died.
Chief,
Alright, guys.
we should be getting close.
Once we break through those clouds, we'll be right where the light was pointing. Right where Azizlar should be.
Hold on, everyone.
And next.
Hi, Blanca.
Look! I think that's it!
Yeah, it's okay.
Chief. What's that? Alagon. Aye. There's no mistaking their handiwork.
What was that?
Some sort of barrier.
She won't hold, Chief! She's breaking up!
I've lost the artillery propeller!
Sid, it's no use! We must return to Ishgard and find another way!
Damn it all! Why do the Alagons always have to make everything so bloody complicated?
And then the next one, we're about halfway done with the missions we have to do.
In summary, the Isle owes its lofty position to the industry of the Alagons.
and we can be all but certain that the Archbishop and his cronies are enjoying the view from its top.
I see.
If we are to join them, we will first need to pass through the Isle's etheric barrier, which is, alas, more powerful than most. Powerful enough to make a perfectly good airship at any rate. As far as I can gather, the barrier mechanism draws ether from the surrounding environment and polarizes its elemental aspect to produce what is, in effect, a wall of lightning.
It seems plain that without the Vanu's key, any attempt to reach the Isle will end in failure.
Alas, the key was careless enough to leave without us, and I don't think the Vanu will keep a spare.
Master Garland, based on your experience, is there no other way that we might reach the barrier?
Do you have a tablet?
No, I don't.
In the past, we've beaten
No, I have no
similar
need for one.
barriers by nullifying them with elemental converters. The one we're up against this time dwarfs all we've encountered before. The Enterprise simply isn't large enough to bear the requisite amount of crystals.
I'm reminded of the quantity needed to nullify Leviathan's command of the sea. A veritable mountain of crystals that could only be borne by lashing two galleons together to form a twin vessel, scarcely able to propel itself, much less...
That said, we're not without options. If it isn't feasible to nullify the barrier, we might try and pierce it.
How?
We create a ram of condensed ether and mount it on my ship. There's just one problem. I don't have the faintest idea how to build one. It's going to take a true authority in the field, I reckon.
Would that the Archons were still with us.
But yesterday evening, I chanced to find Mistress Tataru in unusually high spirits. Assuming I understood her excited ramblings correctly, she has acquired a clue, pointing to the whereabouts of one such individual.
An Archon? Truly?
Ha! Fortune favors the righteous, eh? Well then, let's not waste any time. While you go and look for our missing friend, I'll work on modifying the Enterprise. Her hull will need reinforcing to bear the punishment, not to mention a mount for the ram. Just you wait, my pretty. By the time I'm finished, you'll be an airship reborn.
We're about halfway done with the cutscenes. I've had to rewatch because I lost the footage of the episode 20.
Be quick, in and out, 5 minutes. Charlene, he's just gonna use the bathroom. Thank you.
We are grateful for your assistance, Marshal Tarpin. You saved Her Grace and Father both. 'Tis the least I can do to repay you.
Yes, but don't.
Forgive my impudence, Marshal, but your missive mentioned a discovery. Yes, of course. As per your request, I had my men scour the waterway almost immediately. We encountered a difficulty. An entire section of the tunnel had collapsed. With the mineral concerns cooperation, however, we were able to remove the rubble, and which yielded the battered bodies of a dozen crystal braves. Go on. Be at ease, Master Alphonone. Your friends were not among the deceased. That alone is cause for hope. And then there's this. It's Yoshito's wand. I had assumed as much. If I may, Marshal. 'Tis as I did surmise, judging by the etheric imprint that lingers yet on the wand. It was surely been employed in the casting of a most uncommon magic, namely, the very first that man did conceive to traverse great distances, the ancient precursor to all methods of travel that utilize livestream flow. The spell entails the redaction of the corporeal form into consistent aether that the caster might enter the livestream and ride its currents, thereby, unlike the teleportation magics of modern times, it requires not a lengthy incantation that each scholar should choose to employ such a
Is that
spell.
only for your drinks and stuff, dude? You're supposed to have the sugar-free stuff?
No, I can
Bespeaks
Okay.
the need for haste.
Yeah, for Matthew,
Of all,
you have a sugar-free one?
all of which would suggest she managed to escape.
Brandon, you want a cookie?
Sure.
Okay, yeah, he said
Cookie. Nomp. Nomp on a
I'm
cookie.
gonna leave the cookie here. Are you okay watching him to this cookie? Or?
Would that it were so simple, know that the scholars of Charlian forbade the use of this spell, and with good reason. The casters had but limited control over his course, for every mage who came safe unto his destination, another would be sent adrift in the lifestream, never to emerge. But no, it can't. You can't mean.
Did you want this? I didn't ask you. I'm sorry.
Be not downcast, my friend, for there is yet hope. 'Tis like that Yashala passage has left traces in the live stream. Could we but follow these from the point at which the magic was invoked, we may yet find her. To Salda excavation site, then. Our thanks for your aid, Marshal. Cookie. Do not mention it. I shall pray for Lady Ishtal's safe return.
No, I gave Sandra. I gave her some.
And next.
Hey, Christina.
Yes.
When you pop up YouTube, will Michael Jackson pop up?
Not really unless I type his name in.
What?
It won't unless I type his name in to search it.
I didn't hear you.
It won't pop up unless I type his name in.
Name it?
I have to type his name, Michael Jackson, and then it pops up.
Well, Johnny Jackson, he's married to his wife.
Yeah.
Type in Michael Jackson and his name will pop up.
Yeah.
And the video.
For the two in his group. Huh?
His name will
pop up?
The video will pop up.
Yeah. I'll look in case Frank wants one. Not. Yeah.
Lost on in the live stream.
requesting the Elemental's assistance to find Y'shtola, you must needs be aware of one difficulty. A difficulty born of the fundamental difference between man and elemental.
That being?
In perceiving the world around him, man relies upon senses such as sight and sound. For the sake of convenience, he gives names to such things as are near or dear to him. Being formed of pure ether, however, such concepts are foreign to the elementals. Instead, they perceive by observing the ebb and flow of the energies of life. So profound a division cannot be bridged with simple discourse. The elementals' voices stir not the air, and thus reach not our ears, while our words are but wind to them. Though we seers can commune with them through feelings, naught that we can impart will serve to aid them in identifying Y'shtola. Nay, they must needs be presented with ether which is akin to hers, if you could but find a family member.
Oh! I know just the person! Y'shtola has a sister who came to live in Gridania. She told me about her once.
That is most fortunate indeed. Pray, seek this sister out then, and bring her to Evershade. There, we shall petition the Great One's aid in finding your lost companion.
And before the next cutscene, I'm going to say that the person which you find is positioned right here, and it is Yamhitra. Next cutscene. Hey.
Huh? What do you like?
Let us begin. Raya O.
They have two people to not.
If you would.
They have enough people to do it.
I'll be back, right?
Yeah, they'll be back.
Hearken to me, O great ones.
How am I doing, Jason?
Pray give yourselves to the life stream, a drifting soul to find.
So tomorrow is Thursday, right? I mean, Friday, right? We're off. I won't be here because I'm look over my phone. I'll turn color, right? That Dean Ambrose.
Please, Y'shtola.
Randy Orton. Yeah? You like those guys, right? They come back to WrestleMania, huh? What? Remember what?
There. Now.
So they're not doing anything with Sin today because they're not feeling good, right?
Like his mom's still not feeling good.
And feeling good isn't it you? Jason?
What?
Feeling good is parents, he's not feeling good either, right?
I don't think so.
He might be laying down in his bed taking a nap.
Probably.
My mom thinks about getting rid of that old mattress that I had. They have the one that Jason had. I was singing the song yesterday.
A room has been readied at the roost. Pray, bear her thither at once.
I remember her talking to Jason. He was playing in that movie. What was that movie called?
All that remains is to pray, my friends.
Ah!
And during this, in between either the last cutscene or after the first cutscene of this, yeah, they have you go get some items that will become your Stolla's new outfit. Yeah, it's before this.
You stole her! I'm so glad you're back!
Tataru. You are safe. Thank the 12. Something has changed about you, Alphino. Or mayhaps the change is with me. I seem to sense the ether around me more keenly than before.
Yeah.
That's King, huh?
I am pleased to see you.
I remember that
Do you feel strong enough to talk?
He calls himself Paul Wright.
Oh, his real name is Paul White, right?
Paul Wright, yeah.
And Big
Worry
Shot,
not.
because Rihanna
I
is-
am
So
worried
it's his name.
her name is not synonymous. Her real name is Rihanna. Because she read in the song 2018, remember Rihanna? I was off on
Tell us then,
MySpace.
what befell you whilst you fled the feast? We were told that there had been a tunnel collapse.
I like Rihanna.
That was my doing. I brought the tunnel down that you
Oh no, the
and
phone's
Ophelia
always
won't
getting
escape. At the last moment, I invoked a teleportation magic, in hopes of spiriting Thancred away at least. Needless to say, it did not go quite as planned, and I found myself adrift in the life stream. The others, where are they? Did they not escape?
They remain unaccounted for. You were the only one we have been able to find. I am truly sorry. It was the Crystal Braves who pursued you that day. My hubris that led to our undoing.
No apologies are necessary, Alphino. You are not to blame for what occurred. Know that were our comrades here, they would commend you for keeping the light of hope alive.
Don't worry. The others are alive and well. I'm sure of it. We just need to find them.
Oh!
Indeed, Tataru. Let us find our friends and rebuild the silence.
Ha! There is the Alphino I remember. And I feel much the better for his return. 'Tis time I arose.
That reminds me. I have a change of clothes for you. I don't like to boast, but I made them myself. I learned how to weave while we were in Ishgard, you see.
Look at her hair, boy.
And now for the second scene of that quest.
Watch your mouth, son. I'm gonna make your head second for me. I'm gonna make your head second for me. Like a station.
Tataru has apprised me of all that took place in the aftermath of the assassination plot. It would seem...
Yes, much and more happened during your absence. At present, we seek to follow the Archbishop to Azisla.
And you want for some manner of etheric ram to pierce the floating isle's protective barrier?
We do. Might you be able to furnish us with one?
A means to prise open a hole in an Alagan barrier. And one large enough to admit an airship, no less. Nay, I lack the knowledge to devise such a weapon. But I know of one who could. A leading figure in the field of etheric research, and one of the finest scholars ever to grace Sharlayan. Matoya, my former master.
Okay, we're almost caught up on cutscenes. Once we reach a certain point in the quest of Matoya's cave, because that's the quest I'm on my stream character.
To the Thaliac River, where to the melted snows of Abelathia's spine eventually find their way by means of 1,000 silver streams. Whose waters have long nourished the Dravanian hinterlands, and so provided for a settlement of learned souls from across the northern seas. To the city of Sharlayan, that great seat of knowledge now abandoned by her keepers, they came.
And next cutscene in that quest. Looks like we might get a little bit of stream on the actual gameplay stream. Knowledge seeks no man, so says the memento of Sharlayan engraved upon yonder stone. The meaning is simple. It falls to us to seek enlightenment. During the Sixth Astral Era, at the turn of the 13th Calamity, some men from the northern nation of Charlian journeyed across the sea to Eorzea in search of knowledge. Upon arriving at these shores, they established a camp for their scholarly endeavors. Over time, this camp grew into a settlement, and the settlement prospered, and so much so that it came to be counted among Eorzea's great city-states. I cannot read for beans. Alas, those glory days are now but a fading memory. With her keepers lost to her, Charlian has become an empty husk of her former self. Uplanders are mistaken. Charlian has new keepers. Is on cusp of new age of glory. Goblins here to plunder the city. Uplanders is mistaken muchly. We are not thieves. This place is our home. Your home. When last I looked, it was mine and Hafnot's home. We were born here. When Uplanders abandoned city, Uplanders gave up claim. Born here now, Uplanders are trespassers. My friends, please, we did not come to dispute your claim to this land. Our purpose here is peaceful. We desire but to cross the river. Be calm, I beg you, this, and let us speak like civilized folk. If we are, surely we can come to a mutual understanding. If that is truth, then Uplanders are welcome here. Come, Ffxiv. Come with Ffxiv. Ffxiv will show Uplanders settlement. Leaving Idleshider. So we, between this quest and this cutscene and the last one, we do some quests. By order of Chief Ffxiv, Uplanders can come and go at will. One moment for clearing way barricade. Finally, we can continue our journey. I always find this funny. Barrier, and barring any misadventures, we shall soon arrive at the cave where Matoria resides, unless you have unfinished business in our Idletar. Let us strike out at once. I am ready whenever you are. Let us go and meet the legendary Matoria. And I think that was the last cutscene I needed to watch. So let's double check. See what this cutscene is, if it is. Yep. That cutscene has not been watched on my stream character yet. That means we are all cut up. So we are going to log out. Yes. I am going to quickly use the bathroom. Now, I know most of this stream has been mostly cutscenes that were supposed to be on my previous stream, but now that we've finished that, I can finally continue with actual game. I have about an hour and 15 minutes. Also, I completely forgot to open something on...
You had sugar free. Sugar free, but I can't have the bigger cookies right there. No. No. I already got a cookie. I'm gonna have what the judge Monday, right? I thought trying to eat that, right? The wind is blowing outside, huh? It's kind of cool. It's cool up right now, right? Alright, right.
Okay, now I should be able to hear speech from
oh yeah, that's right.
people chatting in.
It turns yellow. It turns blue, was it?
When you're making a safety, and then everybody
He's peeing in the pool.
Ugh! That blue guy?
I pee. Man, I couldn't piss. Of course, it has to be what's in the picture. That's from Christina.
Whoa!
And we can now go see Master Matoya.
He was your color. Yeah, the same seafarer building. Yeah, they live everywhere, right? That's not taking our money because of the who first put on the trash? I got to drive like he has a
Forgot. There we go.
Oh, that's when he goes upside down.
There we go.
Remember that part?
And I think I have. Let's see.
Or I love the part of the Canadian guy that he's all steroids and whatnot. What? No, where'd you get those from, Mike? Oh, then where the trash cans are, yeah.
torture and trash.
I think it's west.
That wasn't Adam Sandler, though. I know that for a fact. The one that he did, he turned sideways, that was a stunt man. I definitely know that going into the water. There was no way that was Adam Sandler. Yeah.
Yep, it's west. And now let's go do the
What's the one that's always plays the creep? He always plays
Matoya's Cave quest.
He always plays the creepy. What's his name? He always plays the creep. They always plays the creep. I forget his name. The guy right there, the one that looks like the redneck. Him right there. No, not Kim James. The other dude right there, the one that's gonna go on the thing.
Yeah, in part 2.
Him right there. Steve. What's his name? Steve Buscemi.
Let's see.
Steve Buscemi.
Mount Guide.
Oh. Yeah. He's Steve Buscemi.
I'll try it.
Looks like there's no.
I'll try it.
Oh, that's why I can't fly. I don't have the Aetherflow quest.
Nice try.
Ah, that's what I was doing. I was doing Aetherflow, Aethercurrent quest.
He's out there now. Did he play in Capitalist? No, that's Will Ferrell, right?
That's Will Ferrell and that other guy that doesn't. What was that? Kim James and they did that at a National Cup and Ray Order.
I like the dog fight. Somebody put a target.
Why does the Lambert people sound like it's like Stephen Hawking or something?
I like somebody kill that turkey. And this one wasn't that a fork?
They made 2 grown-ups, I think. Grown-up 1 and 2. I think the second one was rated. I think that one was hard. But no, the second one had added, what's the name in it? Had one of the dads, Mr.
I like her. That's this song. Her.
Our older lady. And it would have been full of what's the name, so a lot of people would have so been in this film. Matt Foley, motivational speaker.
Oh, the guy.
Chris Farley.
Chris Farley who?
He was, you don't remember he was a fat guy?
Sorry for the background noise.
He get a lot of alcohol and drugs and stuff. He's always on cocaine. Yep. Remember. And it was what's name's fault that if only he had turned his head, he probably would have survived. Dave's fault. And he was watching to check up on him. And he thought he was okay because he thought he was asleep, but he's already choking on his food. He could have saved him if he would have just turned his head and loud, loud, not dodging the food. Oh no, I know David Spade is dead, so that's he misses Chris Farley. And so does Adam Sandler. Because those guys were like the Three Musketeers.
This is the entrance. You seem unconvinced, Wolfmate. Well, that will only add to the surprise. A word of warning before we proceed. Stubborn geniuses make poor hosts, and time will have done naught to improve my master's temperament.
What happened to the one that was on
Doubt not, but that there will be sentinels and traps, both to deter unwanted guests, but will not be deterred, will we? Go and touch the wall yonder. You will want to have your weapon near at hand.
No, that was mine.
Oh, that's mine.
Oh, where was
since
mine?
you touched it now,
where was mine?
I took back the thing.
I'm gonna put this in the green finger and see if
yes, so it doesn't touch it, so I'm gonna go follow.
There we go. Frog's dead. All kinds of herbs grow here, and they appear to be very well tended. Those sentinels may suffice to discourage the average trespasser, but not the wearer of light. The way should be clear now. Come, let us go see my master.
Don't you know it's rude to enter without knocking? Things of today. No manners at all.
You wouldn't like being involved?
Though we neglected to knock, we did create something
I like
of a
this part.
commotion. I
Wake
would hope
up.
that would suffice.
Heavy-handed as ever, I see. And still not a hint of grace. Some things never change.
To give credit where credit is due, I learned from the best. It has been too long, Master Matoya.
Indeed it has. Oh, it's good to see you again, my girl. And with your fiery spirit unquenched. But look at you, all grown up and womanly. The one there in the fancy duds, that's Louis Soir's granddaughter, I take it.
Grandson, begging your pardons. You knew my grandfather, my lady.
Knew him? We were constantly at each other's throats. Like rabid dogs we were. Oh, he was a stubborn bugger, was your grandfather. Never a dull moment when he was around, I'll give him that. As for you, boy, I've known you since you were a rosy-cheeked babe at the teat.
And my sister too, Michael. May I say what an honor it is to meet you?
Spare me the hollow pleasantries, boy. I'll wager my remaining good teeth you didn't come to a forgotten corner of Eosia to flirt with a wrinkly old woman. Now out with it. What is it you need of me?
Oh my god, it's gonna be so good! So good. I think literally the first one is good, the second one's even better.
As is love. I never thought I'd hear that name again.
You are familiar with it?
As familiar as one can get from poring over musty old
This one's fine.
The Alagon
I
was
think
set the
Mike already did
island
his own.
not long before the sun set on their empire. Always when I often talked about it.
Oh, hey Mike, what happened to you, Ace? How many years
Place
did you
is
wait for?
home to a research facility
Wait.
dedicated to finding ways of mastering mighty
Oh,
beings.
no, actually, that's I actually look at that. That's normal for me. They got bald.
And find
Bald
ways
thing.
to do it.
You gotta shave your skin. Jason.
Yeah.
I've never seen you.
Such secrets as lie buried on
I
Aziz's
would, but it's kind of hard to sometimes.
And now you tell me a band of
Because I have it.
dragon-eating primal botherers are trying to dig
Michael
them up.
always wash his shirts every day, right, Michael?
And to make matters worse, the Cutseens have a hand in their plot. They must be stopped, no matter the cost.
I see. Very well.
You will help us then? Truly. I had not anticipated such an impassioned response. Could it be that the presence of young blood has stirred your own?
Some things can never change. One day that pertness is going to cost you your tail, my girl. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Hey, fudge nut butter.
I'm gonna.
It was dirty as well.
Just,
Where you going, Gary?
Yep, you gotta keep following through. Oh, the devil's here, John.
Let's see, this is... Let's see, what classes are level 59 that are not level 60? White Mage! Looks like I'm switching to White Mage for this. Matoria is in a mood to reminisce.
So Bishop got mad.
It was 50 years ago. Shortly after going
You made him mad, Gary. See, Frank, he doesn't listen. He doesn't listen.
Charlie scrambled about for means to resist the Empire. For my part, I was tasked with developing an etheric...
My tablet,
yes, a device which draws in ether and concentrates it to produce a destructive force.
keyboard, it comes off.
My research needed it.
Can you put it back on?
Was more likely to destroy us.
Okay. You can type in YouTube and Michael Jackson, right?
Sealed away all the fruits of my
Right?
research. Lest the dunder-headed ingrates reap
Right?
and
You can type in Michael Jackson and YouTube.
It was satisfying.
Do mine ears deceive? It was you, was it not, who was so fond of saying that all knowledge exists to advance mankind, that how it is used depends on us.
don't remember. Perhaps. All right, yes. It was a paraphrase of mine. And that should give you a notion of how sick and tired I was of those spineless wretches of the forest.
We're normal people.
Talk and no trousers, I thought. That's why I decided to remain behind rather than join our exodus.
You may have had your disagreements with my grandfather, but upon that point, your minds were undone.
With respect, Master, the fruits of your research should not be left to spoil. Will you share with us the secrets of the etheric convergence?
I will. All the information you need is contained in a tome I wrote on the subject. But you'll have to fetch it from the forbidden section of the great library.
Oh, you were not exaggerating when you said that you had sealed it away. Though the city is abandoned, the library's guardians are all but certain to remain. You must needs cut a path through them. Come, let us away.
Not so fast, you lot. Stone and the boy are staying with me. I need help to make new sentinels to replace the old ones you walloped. They'll be bought and lodging, don't you worry. But you'll have to work for them. I'll have no sluggards in my house.
Frank, I should wear a dress like you every day, right? The type of suit.
I am blown out my ass, because I had to look into mama.
Talk to Matoya. Oh, the Great Gubu Library's guardians shouldn't pose you any difficulty for a hero like you. You'll hardly notice Stola's absence, and the girl, boy, whatever, would only get in your way. But if it turns out you aren't up to the task, well then I'll know you can't be trusted with something as destructive, as dangerous as an etheric conversion ram. Now, the library's entrance is locked tight. I'll loan you one of my servants to open it. The room yonder. Well, what are you waiting for? Introduce yourself. Boom. Boom. Oh, what's this guy? Let's see. That is one of the quests for flight, so I will have to do that eventually. Greetings, good sir. I'm Broomsy, my lady's servant of some 50 years. May I say what an honor it is to serve you? I am given to understand that you wish to enter the Great Gubu Library. To find it, pray head east upon leaving the cave. The building will come into view shortly after you reach the collapsed bridge. I shall go on ahead and await you at the entrance. When your preparations are in order, pray come and meet me there. It will be my pleasure to unlock the door for you.
And she helps him out with the when we do the yeah, without her it's hard for him to concentrate. And she keeps him on task.
This is some really nice music.
See what I can get done in about 30 minutes or so.
Montoya's Cave has some really nice music. This entire game has some really nice music.
The TV would distract him. It just seems like he's just like ding 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 like a freaking ping pong dude. It's like
let's see.
Bounce from one thing to the next. It's like
no.
What's that keep
no.
him busy?
Yes. Also, I probably shouldn't play this class for this because I have not done the job quest. Actually, let's see how many of the class quests I haven't done for White Mage. Let's see, Disciple of Magic jobs. The last job I did was level 50, meaning I am missing several skills because I haven't done any of the level 52, 54, 56, and 58 quests because I'm a big dumb. So maybe I should play a DPS. Eeny, meeny, miny, summoner.
He's supposed to get that done on the 25th of this month. He's supposed to get that stint on the 25th, and then it's supposed to be minimally invasive, so his mom's hoping he can recover the same day, and then
speaking of summoner, we got a carbuncle mount as the roulette.
But he won't be in the
Yay!
so that's where he is, you know. Unless something would happen, you know, or someone gets transferred out of my group.
I like this part. He's too fat, isn't he?
I hope the update, the coming up update, actually fixes the Broomsy. You stand before the great Groomba Library, one of Heidelberg's foremost repositories of knowledge. Alas, it has fallen into
One of the messed up I think so.
disuse since the Exodus, some summers since. In all those years, its halls have welcomed not the coming of a single soul. Its floors felt not the loving brush of broom. Mine apologies, sir. Pray pay no mind to the dreams of a humble broom. You are doubtless eager to venture within and retrieve my latest home. I shall unlock the door at once when you have what you seek. Pray return to the cave and report to my lady.
I have to find it online.
Great Google Library. So, unfortunately, I am out of time for stream for right now. So I am going to end my stream. I'm gonna log out.